Now let us see important rays to draw the ray diagram. Important rays to draw ray diagrams. Now see, if we say we have a convex lens, right? So you will find that if I have a convex lens here, then you will find that if this is the principal axis, this is O, this is C1, this is C2, right? Then you will find that a ray which is parallel to principal axis, after refraction will pass through the focus on other side. So after refraction, it will pass through the focus on other side. So it will be passing through the focus on other side. So this is basically the first important ray. What does it say? A ray parallel to principal axis, after refraction would pass through focus on other side of lens. Now see, if I want to show the same thing for a concave lens, so let us suppose if I have a concave lens, okay, and let us suppose this is the principal axis, this is point O, this is the principal axis. So a ray parallel to the principal axis here will appear to pass through the focus. So here this will be the focus. So for this case, okay, this was for the convex. So a ray parallel to principal axis, after refraction would appear to pass through focus on the same side. So this is one important ray which we will be considering. This will be the first case. Now let's see the second case. Now see, in the second case, let us suppose again we have a convex lens, okay, and say this is the principal axis, this is optical center. Now you will find that a ray passing through the focus. So here you will find that if suppose I say this is your focus F. So a ray which is passing through the focus. So here a ray passing through the focus after refraction will become parallel to the principal axis. So here you will find what you can say, a ray passing through focus after refraction would become parallel to principal axis. So this is what it is going to happen here. Now let's see what we will have it for concave case. Say this is a concave lens. So here this is basically your principal axis. Now see the ray passing through the focus here. So this is, let us suppose this is the focus. So here if I say I have a ray like this, okay, so it will appear as if it is passing through this focus. So after refraction it will get parallel to the principal axis. So after the refraction you will find that it will get parallel to principal axis. So here you will find that it will become parallel to principal axis. So this is basically for the concave lens. Now let's see the third one. So here I hope this part is clear. We need not to write it. It is exactly the same point. And the third point you can see here is that if I have a ray passing through optical center, say this is optical center O. So if I have a ray passing through optical center, then this ray will go undeviated after refraction. So a ray passing through optical center after refraction would go undeviated. So here also for concave lens also you will see the same condition. So if this is your concave lens, this is the principal axis, so you have a ray here. So a ray which is passing through the optical center will go undeviated. So this is what it says. Now once these ray diagrams are clear to you, now let's see the ray diagrams for convex lens. So let's see the convex lens ray diagrams. So we'll have convex ray diagrams for convex lens. Now see here, again we are going to see the same case. Suppose you have a convex lens here, right? So this is your convex lens. So first you will see that your object is at infinity. Let us suppose this is f and this is 2f. Again here you will find this is f and this is 2f. So first you will keep the object at infinity. Then you will keep it beyond 2f. Then you will keep it at 2f. Then you will keep between f and 2f, then you will keep it at f, and then between o and f. So all these cases now we have to see. Okay, so now let's first we will see object position. So object position, okay, we will have the ray diagram, then image position, and then we can have the nature. So all these things we will be seeing. Now first object position at infinity. So when you draw the ray diagram, this is the lens, this is your principal axis. You have the rays parallel to the coming from infinity, and here you will find that it will get at focus f. So here what is the image position at f on other side? Okay, you can say at f also on other side. It is just for your reference. What is the nature? Now see here, no dash lines are used, so it is real. It will be inverted. And what can you say about the size? And highly diminished. So this is the first case. Now let's try to see another case. Now what is the next case? Beyond 2f. So now your object is beyond 2f. So here you will have a ray diagram. This is the lens, principal axis, optical center. Now see here, if this is f, okay, this is 2f. So now beyond 2f. So here you will find that it is beyond 2f. Now in this case you make your object little bit bigger, because we will find that the image will be formed between f and 2f, and it is going to be smaller. So one ray parallel to the principal axis will pass through the focus. So this is the focus. So you will see that it will pass through the focus. Now see at this distance, OF and OF on the other side, you can see that they are approximately same. And another ray which is passing, right, which one we can take? This is another ray passing through O will go undeviated. So we can have this, a ray from here, it will go up straight like this. Okay, and see here, here it is meeting. Now 1 second. So 1 second, I will be just drawing this ray. So one passing through O, it will be something like this here. And here this is image A dash, B dash, and this is 2f. So here you can see that your image is formed between f and 2f, and you can see what is the it is real, inverted, and smaller in size. Now let's see the third case. Now beyond 2f, now let us say at 2f. Now see, if the image is at 2f, right, I'm drawing the ray diagram here. Now at 2f, okay, you can remember this is, now see here we don't have conditions at C and R, okay, it is basically in terms of f and 2f. So here you will find if this is f and this is 2f, okay, double of this, then you will find that your image will be same as the object. So first only you draw f, you draw 2f here, and you locate the image. This is A dash, B dash. So one ray which will be parallel to the principal axis, a ray which will be parallel to the principal axis will pass through the focus. So यहाँ से focus से ये यहाँ आ जाएगी. And another you will find passing through the focus. Let us see, it is passing through the focus. So after refraction it will become parallel. So parallel you will find it will come and meet here. So this is basically, you will find that, so you will find where will be the image at 2f, and it is real, inverted and same size. Now after 2f we have between f and 2f. So let's see another case, the fourth one. So now we have the fourth one between f and 2f. So here if I draw the ray diagram here, this is optical center O, this is f, and this is, you can say this is 2f. Now see, between f and 2f what you will have is, if you have an object here, right, a ray parallel to the principal axis, it will pass through the focus. So here you find that it is passing through the focus. Now another ray through O will go undeviated. I can use this ray and it will go undeviated, right? So it will go straight up like this. I'll just draw this ray once again, right? Let's start it from this point. So a ray from here, you can always take a scale and do it. You will draw it straight like this, and you find that it is going to meet here. So this is A dash, B dash. This is f, this is 2f, this is A, this is B. And now you will find that in this case you will find where is the image formed. Image is formed, image beyond 2f. And what is the nature? It is real, inverted and magnified. So between f and 2f you have. Now let's see another case at f now. So let's see at f. Now see, if you have a point object, okay, let us suppose you have a point object. So this is point object. So this is the point object at f. So here you will find a ray passing through the f. After refraction it will become parallel. So here where is the image form? Image at infinity. And you can see that this image is at infinity. It means it is real, inverted and highly image at infinity. Then you can say nature, it is real, inverted and highly magnified. But now see, you can have a point object की जगह तुम्हारे पास एक extended object हो सकता है, A, B, let us suppose, right? So this is F. So this is the object, let us suppose. Now see how it is going to be. Now this is basically your, not a point object, this is extended object. So this is AB. Now see, a ray parallel to the principal axis, okay, will pass through the focus. इसका ये optical center O है. Here also I think we can mark optical center O. So here this is F. So a ray will pass through F. So here you will show this ray. And the second ray will go through optical center undeviated. So this ray. Now these two are parallel, so the image is formed at infinity. So exactly the same thing, but now we have shown with the extended object. And now we have the last case. We have the last case, that is object is between optical center and O. So between O and F. Now this is a special case and this is an important case also. Now let's see here. So here you have a convex lens, principal axis, this is optical center O, say this is F. So your object is here. So one ray parallel to the principal axis, from the center you make it refract. So this will pass through the focus. So this is passing through the focus. Now another ray passing through O, you will find that another ray which is passing through O, you will find that it is something like this. Now see here, these are two basically diverging rays and it will appear as if they are coming from one point here, right? It will appear, if I extend it in the backward direction, it will appear as if it is coming from here. So this is basically your image A dash B dash and this is AB. So in this case you will find, where is the image? Image is on the same side of object. Fine. And what can you say? Nature, it is virtual, it is erect and magnified. So this is the case where you will find that the image is virtual, erect, magnified and it is on the same side of the object. Otherwise in all other cases you found that it is on the other side of the object, right? And now you can say it is in the front of the lens, okay? In all the cases it was formed behind the lens. Here you can say it is in front of lens also, in front of lens. So this will give you a clear picture where exactly your image is. Now see students, this kind of situation when the object is between O and F, this is nothing but this is also basically your simple microscope. जब हम सिंपल माइक्रोस्कोप की बात करते हैं, जो एस्ट्रोलॉजर्स यूज करते हैं, एक लेंस लेके वो they see the lines on your palm and all. So this is basically your simple microscope. तो उसमें क्या होगा? Important thing that your object has to be between optical center and focus. So I hope this part is clear to you. Now let's see ray diagrams for concave lens. Concave lens में we will not have many things, right? First case, object at infinity. So let's see when the object is at infinity. So this is the concave lens now. This is the optical center. So here when the object is at infinity, this is what you will have the figure. And you will find that it will get diverged and it will appear as if it is coming from the focus behind. So this is the focus. This is the optical center. So where is the image? Image at focus. Image, you can say, appears to be at focus F. And what can you say about the nature? It is erect, it is virtual and highly diminished. It will be very small. So this is one thing. Now second case is that now you keep object anywhere between infinity and optical center. So between infinity and optical center. So between infinity and O. So let's see what kind of ray diagram here we will be getting. We will be getting a ray diagram something like this. So this is the lens. This is your principal axis. Now you keep your object here, let us suppose anywhere. So this is basically you keep your object here, right? So this is AB. Now see one ray which will be parallel to the principal axis, okay? It will appear as if it is coming through the focus. So this is basically the focus. See, I didn't mark focus first, है ना? पहले देखो, it will appear as if it is going to come from the focus. And another ray which will pass through optical center will go undeviated. So one more ray through optical center here, it will go undeviated. So where both are intersecting? They are intersecting at A dash, B dash. So here you will find that your image between O and F. And how it is? It is erect, virtual and smaller in size. So you will find that image is between O and F on the same side of the object, है ना? O and F on same side of object. So you will find that if you keep object between infinity and optical center, anywhere you keep it, you will find that your image will always be between optical center and focus on the same side. So I hope this part is clear to you. Now let's see the sign conventions. Okay, as we had the sign conventions. Now see, whatever the sign conventions you had it for the mirrors, it is exactly same. Let's revise it. Now see here, first of all measurements to be done from optical center. It is basically OA will be equal to U, OA dash will be equal to V, OF will be equal to F. Okay, so basically all the distances are taken from the optical center. Now distances measured in the direction of incident ray is positive. So if I say, let us suppose I have a convex lens here, right? So you find that this was F, this is 2F. Let us suppose your object was here, this is AB, and here on the other side this is 2F, you got your image beyond 2F. Let us suppose this is A dash, B dash, and this is your O. Now see here, OA is equal to, now see, OA, this is your object distance. So OA is object distance. What is the direction of incident light? Direction of incident light is this. This is the direction of incident ray. So you will find that OA is opposite to incident ray, and therefore this OA will be equal to minus U. What will be OA dash? OA dash is image distance, that will be plus V. Dekho, OA is also in this direction, OA dash. Now when you talk of focus, right? Now see here, your incident ray is on this direction, right? Or convex lens will be converging the rays. If you have this convex lens as a, so you will find that if you have a ray, this is your incident ray, then it will converge, यानी कि आपका focus, ये वाला focus consider करोगे, this on the other side. So here you will find that your focus, that is OF is positive. So here you will find that this is going to be positive. See, what is, how do you find focus? Focus का मतलब ये है कि a ray parallel to the principal axis and it will come at one point. This is F. So now you will find this O and F are in the direction of incident ray. This is incident ray, na? And therefore it is positive. And I told you, always remember the focal length of vex. Wherever the vex comes, convex lens, convex mirror, it is going to be positive. So OF is positive and it is denoted with letter small f. So small f is going to be positive plus F. So this is how you will see the sign conventions. Now says here the same thing for concave lens. इस concave lens के लिए भी sign conventions देख लेते हैं. Let's see here, right? Now see, for concave lens, let us suppose this is a concave lens. Okay. Now you keep an object here. This is AB. Now this is F. You get, this is optical center. You get A dash B dash here. This is A dash B dash. Now what is the direction of incident ray here? Direction of incident ray is this direction. This is the direction of incident ray. Now OA is going to be minus U because it is negative. OA dash will be minus V, and here OF will be minus F, because in case of concave lens, how did you define focus? It is something, the rays came up like this it got deviated, and this is taken on the back side, so it is opposite to basically the incident ray, and therefore it is negative. So whether you say that your parallel rays are on the right or on the left, you will always find accordingly your focal length is going to be negative. And then you have the third sign convention. Now according to the third sign convention, distances above principal axis is positive. यानी कि ये देखो आपका AB, that is basically height of the object, will be positive. Here A dash, B dash, that is height of the image, will be negative. And here in both the cases AB and A dash, B dash in concave lens will be positive only. So these are the sign conventions. Now let's try to see lens formula. What is lens formula? So here we have what is known as lens formula. So basically a formula which is relating object distance, image distance and the focal length. So here you have lens formula is 1 upon f is equal to 1 upon v minus 1 upon u. So this is your lens formula. Magnification is defined as height of image upon height of object. So the ratio of height of image upon the height of object is known as magnification. So you can say that magnification is height of image upon height of object, and this can be written as v upon u. So here this is basically your two formulas. Remember for mirrors you had mirror formula. Just comparing, mirror formula क्या था, 1 upon f is equal to 1 upon v plus 1 upon u, and magnification was hi upon ho is equal to minus v upon u. ये आपने पहले mirrors में देखा था, and now we will have it in case of lens. Now same thing, if magnification, see magnification will be denoted by plus 2, है ना. So here magnification plus indicates images virtual and erect, and this 2 indicates it is magnified. If I say magnification is plus 0.2, then this will indicate it is virtual and erect, and plus 2 will indicate that it is smaller. So if I find hi is less than ho, then it will imply smaller. And if hi is equal to ho, same size. And if hi is greater than ho, then it is magnified. And this sign, if I say m is equal to minus 5, so minus sign will indicate that it is real and inverted. And 5 will indicate it is magnified. It is exactly the same what we had. Okay, so basically magnification will have magnification will have sign and magnitude. Sign will indicate, right, whether it is real or virtual. Virtual होगा तो positive sign, real होगा तो negative sign, and magnitude will indicate whether it is a smaller, bigger or like that. So I hope this part is clear to you. Now let's see about power of a lens. So here we have what is known as a power of a lens. Okay, now just consider this example. Let us suppose I have a convex lens. So this is a convex lens, right? A parallel ray goes up like this. Now see here, if this lens would have not been there, this would have gone straight like this, right? But now because of this lens, you will find that it gets refracted and therefore it comes up like this. So this angle, you can see, this angle theta is telling you as to how much the ray has got deviated. Now just here, the same figure I will draw, okay? I am drawing the same figure here. And let us suppose now this is a ray, it would have gone straight. And now it has got deviated like this. Yes, ये आ गई है. And this angle is theta. theta dash you can say. Now see here, in both the cases you find that your ray has got converged, but the degree of convergence, say if this is figure 1 and this is figure 2, you say that degree of convergence in figure 1 is greater than figure 2 because this angle theta is greater than theta dash. So you will find that this degree of convergence or divergence, if this is more, then this implies that power of lens 1 is greater than lens 2. So here you will find that your power in lens 1 is greater than power in lens 2. So I hope meaning of the power is clear to you as to what basically is the power. Now here you will find that if it has got, here this is going to be F, this is optical center, this is optical center. अब आप ये देखो, अगर थीटा ज़्यादा होगा तो OF will be, if theta is more, then OF, that is equal to focal length, is less. यानी कि जिस लेंस का एंगल या पावर ज़्यादा होगा उसका फोकल लेंथ कम होगा. एंड theta dash is more, so you find that theta is greater than theta dash, or you can say focal length of 1 is less than focal length of 2. If say this is f1 and say this is f2. So now we define that power is reciprocal of focal length. So reciprocal of focal length is defined as power. And we know SI unit of power, SI unit of power is equal to diopter. And this is given as capital D. Now see here, this SI unit. So if I say if F is positive, then power is going to be positive. So when I say power positive implies this is your convex lens. If I say F is negative, then power is negative. This will imply that it is a concave lens. तो अगर मैं आपसे कहती हूँ we have a lens of power is equal to -1 diopter. So here what will it indicate? That this is basically this implies this is going to be a concave lens. Now see here, if I write a question that find power of a lens whose focal length determine power of a concave lens, we can say, whose focal length is 50 centimeters, 50 centimeters. So how you will do it? See here, solution. We know that focal length is 50 centimeter and it is concave, so -50. और जब SI unit डालोगे तो SI unit of focal length is meter. So SI unit of focal length क्या हो जाएगा? Focal length is meters. So you will convert this 50 centimeters into meters. So this will be -50 upon 100. That will be -50 upon 100. You can say meters. Okay. So now what will be power is 1 upon F. So it will be 1 upon -50 upon 100. That is -100 upon 50. So this is -2 diopter. So in most of the cases what students you will do is you will not convert the centimeter into meter. पावर के न्यूमेरिकल में सेंटीमीटर इंटू मीटर कन्वर्ट जरूरी है बिकॉज द SI unit of power is diopter and we take this in terms of SI units. Now see, if you have combination of lenses, let us suppose say this is one lens है ना, ये लेंस एक यहाँ पर है, दूसरा लेंस यहाँ पर है, they are all in contact. तीसरा लेंस you may have a concave lens, let us suppose you have a concave lens. Okay, this can be considered as a concave lens. देखो, so here you will find that you have 3 lenses in contact, and let us suppose focal length is f1, this is f2 and this is f3. So you can see this is your convex, this is convex, and this is basically your concave. So the effective focal length will be given by 1 upon f is equal to 1 upon f1 plus 1 upon f2 plus 1 upon f3. This is your effective focal length. Now what will be effective par? See, reciprocal of focal length is, this is f effective, right? So this is effective par will be p1 plus p2 plus p3. Now see here, if I say f1 is 5 centimeter, f2 is 10 centimeter, and f3 is, let us suppose, minus you can say 2 centimeter. So what will be effective focal length? 1 upon f will be equal to 1 upon plus 5 plus 1 upon plus 10 plus 1 upon minus 2. So here this will be 1 upon 5 plus 1 upon 10 minus 1 upon 2. So here if you take this LCM can be taken as 20. 5 into 4 plus 2 minus 10. So this is coming as minus 2 upon 20, that is minus 1 upon 10. This is 1 upon f. So what is effective focal length? F effective is equal to minus 10 centimeters. And if I say what is par? Par is reciprocal of minus 1 upon 10. So 10 centimeters, so 10 upon 100, है ना, 10 upon 100. So minus 100 upon 10, this will be minus 10 diopter. Or what you could have done is, you could have taken focal length P1 निकाल लो, P2 निकाल लो, P3 निकाल लो, and then you could have calculated the effective par. So this is basically, you will find how you can calculate the effective focal length and effective par of a combination of lenses. Now see here, it is a common thing. अगर if lens is thick, अगर हमारा लेंस मतलब चश्मे का लेंस बहुत मोटा है तो हम क्या कहते हैं नॉर्मली, वी से पार इज मोर, है ना. इफ लेंस इज थिक इम्प्लाइज पार इज मोर एंड फोकल लेंथ इज लेस. यानी कि ये पार माइनस 10 डायोप्टर, इट विल बी सच ए थिक लेंस. और अगर इफ लेंस इज थिन then you will say that par is less and focal length is more. तो अगर मोटे ग्लासेस होते हैं किसी के चश्मे के तो हम बिल्कुल कहते हैं ना उसका पार ज़्यादा है. पार ज़्यादा मीन्स your focal length is going to be less, and if par is less then your focal length is going to be more. So I hope this part is clear to you. Now let's say this numerical. The numerical says that 1/2 of a convex lens is covered by a black paper. Will this lens produce complete image of the object? Now see, at one go you must be thinking कि अगर ये lens है, अगर इस lens को हमने half कर दिया, मान लो ऐसे कर दिया है, this half is covered with the black paper, let us suppose. तो हमें, और अगर ये object यहाँ पे AB है, right? So you must be thinking कि हमें 1/2 of is covered with, will the lens produce complete image? तो आपको लगेगा शायद ये image इसकी आधी ही बने. ऐसा नहीं होगा. Just see here, right? Let's see this. We will complete this ray diagram. Now see here, a ray which is parallel to the principal axis will pass through the focus, right? And another ray you will find that which will be passing through C. Here it will pass through here and you may get some object somewhere here, right? This is basically you may get an object A dash B dash. देखो पूरी ही बनी है. Actually होता क्या है कि when the lens is full, actually जब पूरी lens होती है, then you will find that the rays, it's not only those two rays which are coming here. सिर्फ दो rays तो हमने दिखाई थी to locate the image. Otherwise if this lens is full तो यहाँ से rays क्या होगी, यहाँ पर भी जाएगी, यहाँ से भी यहाँ पे इमेज बनाएगी, यहाँ से भी जाएगी, ये वाली भी रेज बिकॉज ऑफ द लोअर पार्ट विल फॉर्म द इमेज हियर, फ्रॉम हियर ऑल्सो इट विल कम एंड इट विल फॉर्म द इमेज हियर. तो अब हो क्या रहा है कि सिंस द लोअर पार्ट इज डार्कन्ड, सो ये जो ब्लू रेज है दीज रेज विल नॉट कम. तो क्या होगा, इंटेंसिटी कम हो जाएगी, आपको आपकी जो इमेज है उसकी ब्राइटनेस कम मिलेगी. सो इफ 1/2 of a convex lens is covered, will the lens produce complete image? Yes, it will produce complete image. कंप्लीट इमेज, लेकिन फर्क कहाँ पड़ जाएगा, इंटेंसिटी पे. यस, इट विल प्रोड्यूस कंप्लीट इमेज, बट द इंटेंसिटी ऑफ इमेज will reduce to half. इंटेंसिटी ऑफ इमेज का मतलब है, यू कैन से ब्राइटनेस. जो पहले आपको इमेज ब्राइट दिख रही थी, अब उसकी ब्राइटनेस उसके हाफ हो जाएगी, क्योंकि नाउ दीज रेज, दिस विल नॉट कॉन्ट्रीब्यूट, दिस वुड नॉट कॉन्ट्रीब्यूट. लेकिन इमेज तो देखो पूरी ही बनेगी, राइट. सो आई होप दिस पार्ट इज क्लियर टू यू. Now let's say this solution, an object 5 centimeter is length is kept 20 from converging lengths. So u is equal to 5 centimeter. Okay, u is equal to 5 centimeter. Then is held an object 5 centimeter in length. Your u is not 5 centimeter. This height of the object is 5 centimeter. Is held 25 centimeters from converging. Let us suppose this is the lens. So this height AB, this height of the object AB is given as 5 centimeter, and this is held 25 centimeters away. So U is equal to minus 25 centimeter from a converging means convex. So convex का focal length is always plus. So plus 10. Draw ray diagram. So this ray diagram. Now see an object 25. So see 2f क्या है, what is the value of 2f? 2f is going to be 20. f कितना है 10. So where is your object kept? Beyond 2f. Object beyond 2f. So you have to draw the ray diagram of, object beyond 2f. So this ray diagram you will draw. Find the position. So you have to calculate v. V is unknown, and then you have to find the position, size, height, and the nature. So here what you're going to do is, here you're going to use a lens formula. So here let's see how we can use a lens formula. So this is the red part. You can say here I am doing it. So you will have 1 upon f is equal to 1 upon v minus 1 upon u. So v is 1 upon f कितना है, 1 upon f is 10 is equal to 1 upon v minus 1 upon u is minus 25. So 1 upon v is equal to 1 upon 10 minus 1 upon 25. So this will be 25 minus 10. 25 minus 10 upon 25 into 10. This answer will be 15 upon 25 into 10. 5 3s are 15, 5 2s are. So it is 3 upon 50. So here you will find that your V is equal to, so V is equal to 50 upon 3 centimeters. So this is V. Now H, you have to calculate HI. So magnification is given as, magnification is HI upon HO is equal to V upon U. So we can take this formula V upon U. HI is unknown, HO is 5 is equal to V is how much, 50 upon 3, and U is given as minus 25. So 25 ones are 25 2. So this will be, you will get HI will be equal to 5 2s are 10 upon 3. So this is going to be this much centimeters, and obviously it is negative, right? Now see, you are getting V as plus 50 by 3. तो आपको कहाँ मिला, दूसरी तरफ मिला. So it implies it is real and inverted. So it is real and inverted. Height of the image is this. अगर मान लो आपको m निकालना होता, m क्या हो जाता, m is equal to minus 10 upon 3 into 5. So 5 ones are 5 2. So minus 2 upon 3. So magnification you would have got as minus 0.66. So you will find that it is a real, it is inverted and smaller. देखो HI क्या मिला है, HI basically you got it less than, it is 3.33 something. So it is less than HO. So this is what you can see. Now let's see this solution. Question number 11. These are your textbook numericals. So we'll see this. Now here it says that a concave lens of focal length, so minus 15 centimeter, forms an image. So V is equal to minus 10 centimeters because forms an image 10 centimeter from the lens. So concave के लिए V negative होगा. You have to calculate U and then you can accordingly draw the ray diagram also. Ray diagram कौन सा draw करोगे? Basically for you will be drawing it one ray diagram from infinity to optical center. Now here we can use the formula 1 upon f is equal to, so here you will have 1 upon f is equal to 1 upon v minus 1 upon u. So 1 upon minus 15 is equal to 1 upon minus 10 minus of 1 upon u. So you can see here 1 upon u, I take it on the other side is minus 1 upon 10 plus 1 upon 15, that is 1 upon 15 minus 1 upon 10. This will be 10 minus 15 upon 15 into 10. So this will be minus 5, 10 into 15. 5 ones are 5, 2. So minus 1 upon 30. So you will find that u is equal to minus 30 centimeters. So this is the position of the object. So it is kept on the in front of the minus sign is indicating it is kept in front of the concave lens. Now question number 16 says, let's see question number 16 solution of this. Now question number 16 says that the focal length of find the focal length. You have to calculate the focal length f and it is given power is minus 2.0 diopter. We know that p is equal to 1 upon f. So f is equal to 1 upon p, that is equal to 1 upon minus 2 meters. So this will be minus 0.5 meter and this can be minus 0.5 into 100. So this will be 50 centimeters minus. So either you say minus 0.5 meters or you say minus 50 centimeters. In these numericals you have to take into consideration about the meter part because diopter is SI unit. Now let's see the solution 17. A doctor has prescribed a corrective lens of PAR. PAR is plus 1.5 diopter, means it is your convex lens. Convex lens. Find the focal length. Is the prescribed lens converging or diverging? So it is basically, see, it is going to be a converging. Focal length, we will have P is equal to 1 upon F. So F is equal to 1 upon P, that is 1 upon plus 1.5. So this will be equal to F is equal to 100 upon 1.5. This will be in centimeters. So 52053. So this is going to be focal length. F can be written as it is 200, you can say, upon 3. 3 6 are 18, 6. So this is something so much centimeter with the plus sign. So positive sign indicates it is converging lens. Converging lens means it is the convex lens. So I hope these numericals are clear to you.